right, you are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. And it is Monday, the start of the final week of the 2-month fucking nightmarish, fucking soul-crushing lockdown. It's not the end of it. There'll be fucking bullshit restrictions till the end of the fucking year. But they will be fucking easing the restrictions, thank fuck. I think. They haven't made any announcements yet, but there was 11 fucking cases today. I don't know who the fuck's getting tested. If you have any fucking symptoms, if you've got a cough or anything, stay home. Don't get tested. Don't raise the numbers. You are the ones keeping us in lockdown. It's irresponsible to get fucking tested. Crawl to a hospital if you think you're about to die, but aside from that, stay home. I saw the UK are gearing up for some more lockdowns. Of course that was going to happen. All the governments around the world, they use the same fucking playbook. They'll just use the Melbourne model as well because that's the harshest. Melbourne was used as an example of how harsh you can go. And we put up with it, and now everyone's going to have to put up with it. But I saw on the news the fucking English were there ready to riot. I love an English riot. The English know how to fucking riot. It must be all the hooligan practice you get as a youngster. Because you guys are ready to riot on a fucking drop of a hat. And it's a fucking riot you can get behind as well. You got the psychos up the front holding the line, taking clubs to the head, singing songs, keeping the melody going. You got the guys up the back throwing fucking stakes at the police. It's beautiful. Here in Australia, in Melbourne, what did we have? We had Andrew Roberts trying to see a fucking shrine. That's what we had. My heart goes out to a couple of comedian friends of mine, Mark O'Keefe and Catherine Henson. Mark's Irish, Catherine's American. But they came to Australia for the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, and then it got cancelled, then they got stuck here, and then they were just in lockdown for 6 fucking months or something. Mark was doing like medical testing for cash. Catherine was trying not to go insane. But like 2 weeks ago, they finally got some flights to flee Melbourne, to go to the UK, to escape the fucking lockdown. And just as we're going to be easing out of the lockdowns, they are going back into lockdown, the poor cunts. They have a podcast too. You should go listen to it. It's called This American Irish Life. They've actually got a pretty fucking interesting story. They met on the last night of the Edinburgh Comedy Festival last year. Then they pretty much immediately moved in together. Then came to Melbourne for the festival. That got cancelled. They got caught in lockdown. They got married in lockdown. And they started a podcast in lockdown. That's like having a kid. It's like having a little baby. You got to nurture it. You got to look after it. And now they're back in the UK. Go listen to it. Anyway, we'll be finding out about the easing of the lockdown sometime this week. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be an angry fucking podcast coming up. But that's not what we're here for on Mondays, is it? I like to keep you all in suspense. Everyone's just thinking, is this the week he's going to stop doing hypotheticals? Is he going to finally crack and quit with the hypotheticals? I don't think so. Not this fucking week anyway. Not this fucking hypothetical Monday. Tell me why hypothetical Mondays. Tell me why hypothetical Mondays. I want to shoot. Oot, 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 oot. The whole day down. Okay, so the hypothetical this week isn't even a hypothetical. It wasn't even really sent in to me as a hypothetical. It was sent in as a joke hypothetical. It's a simple one, but it just so happens it's fallen on the correct day because I'm fasting today, and so I will really be able to give an accurate answer to this hypothetical / question. Okay, so the hypothetical this week / question is, if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would that food be? It's interesting how you tackle that. Is it one food, one cuisine, one meal? And do you have to take into consideration nutrients and vitamins? Which I really never even did up until about fucking 4 weeks ago. Because if you were just living in a magical world where what you eat didn't affect you, it would just probably be ice cream. I love all ice cream. I fucking love all ice cream. There's not an ice cream I don't like, except for that fucking green tea shit. What the fuck is that? And pistachio. Fuck pistachio. Pistachio ice cream doesn't even taste like fucking pistachio. It tastes like poison. And fucking raisin and rum ice cream. What kind of fucking elderly, degenerate, gonna die of COVID fucking 19 person would get that? I do love a cookies and cream ice cream. It's hard to go fucking wrong with the cookies and cream. I mean, to fuck up a cookies and cream, you've gotta... I don't know what you do. The only way to fuck that up is just to use actual cream and put cookies in it and then just fucking throw it in the freezer. There's a really good Rocky Road ice cream at the supermarket too. I forget what it was. It's like Nestle or some shit. Rocky Road. I looked at it the other day. I just held it in my hands. I wasn't going to buy it. I just wanted to feel. I wanted to remember what it felt like to nail a whole fucking tub of that Rocky Road ice cream. Oof. That's what I used to do. I used to nail the whole fucking tub of Rocky Road ice cream. I think it was like 500 mils. Could have been a kilo. I didn't really check. But I used to nail that whole fucking tub as the finish to my eating day. I would eat that and then just jump into bed. Then I'd jump out of bed the next morning. Both my arms are numb and I'm getting heart palpitations. I'm like, why are my titties growing bigger? They just seem to grow bigger and bigger overnight. Do I have some sort of thyroid issue? When I held that tub of Rocky Road in my hands just to get the vibrational energy from it, I did have a little look at the calorie count in that tub, and it wasn't good. That whole tub was 2,000 calories, which is more calories than a normal person should eat in a day. I was eating that just to close off my palate at the end of the night, but you can't live on ice cream. So what are the cuisines? You got Thai. I love Thai food. I fucking love Thai food. That is an all-rounder. That's all-round great food. You can't go wrong with any one dish there. They're pretty much across the board fucking great. But there's not like one dish that I could just sit on. I like pad thai. I love tom sup. Tom sup. Not tom yum. Tom sup. It's a baby pork rib thing. Soup. It's fucking great. That would be my favorite tom sup. But no Thai. I couldn't just sit on Thai. Indian. I've lived in India. And India's a little bit the same as Thai. Just about everything across the board is good. But there's not one dish I could just sit and eat for the rest of my life. Even when I was in India, I needed to take a circuit breaker every now and then. Well, once every 3 days. It was just a little bit too much to be eating 4 giant meals a day. With snacks and with sweets in between. No wonder I was 100 fucking kilos. And my circuit breaker was McDonald's. McDonald's is like a savior when you're overseas. It transports you to a familiar place. It's like taking a little trip home. Anywhere in the world, if you're feeling homesick, just get a fucking Big Mac, large chips, and a Coke, and you'll be home. What else is there? Italian, same. All cuisines are pretty good. I couldn't just eat pizza. It would have to be fucking great pizza. Pasta? Yeah, it just doesn't blow me away enough. Vietnamese pho. Pho is definitely in the grand final. Over the last 10 years, I've probably eaten pho more than I've eaten anything. There was a point there where I was doing like 4 phos a week, maybe 5. And there was a couple of days there where I did double pho. Pho is in the grand final for sure. The rest of Vietnamese cuisine, not that into. I love a good steak. A rare, thick cut, Scotch fillet, fucking bleeding. Get a little bit of fucking Old English mustard on it. Just a little bit of salt and pepper for garnish. That's pretty good. Sunday roast, pumpkin, veggies, gravy, kebab, souvlaki. I mean, these are all great things. But I'm just beating around the bush here. I'm being coy. Because I really do know what I would choose. Pho is a very close second. But you and I both know, we all know, there is only really one decision to make. It's a little American restaurant I like to call KFC. I just cannot go past KFC. And I'm going to be more specific. Australian KFC. Australian KFC, I think, is the best in the world. And I've tried KFC fucking everywhere. Our chips, our fries are the best. We've got the chicken salt. That's the key. I go to some of these other countries and they try and give me fucking KFC chips with normal salt. I just feel like gunning them back at the fryer's head. Get me some fucking chicken salt and the potato and gravy. In Australia, our potato and gravy, I don't know what they do. They must scrape it directly from the oiler because it tastes fucking delicious. I've had it other places. Some places in the world don't even have potato and gravy. If your country does not have potato and gravy, I'm sorry, but Boyle's not going to be visiting your country anymore. The only fucking knock I've got on KFC, taste-wise, is they don't serve KFC with Coke. They serve it with Pepsi. And it's a fucking shame. But with a little bit of ingenuity, you can trade out a Pepsi for a bottle of water, throw the bottle of water in the bin, and then on the way home, stop in and get a Diet Coke or a Coke at the corner store. I'll narrow the meal down to. This is the last thing I would eat, and I would eat it for the rest of my life. 3-piece feed, please. Hot and spicy. Has to be hot and spicy. Upsized. Extra salt on the chips, please. For the chicken, can I get 1 breast, 1 rib piece, and 1 wing? A variety of different meats. Different parts of the chicken, different bits of the bone. Can I make that regular potato and gravy a large, thank you? And I'll get a small coleslaw on the side and a Pepsi Max. And that's me done. That's my meal for the rest of my life. That's what I would eat. I'm done. Fuck, I feel like eating it now. All right, that's me done for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around with your friends, and I'll see you the fuck later.